So today we're going to do a class that's primarily going to have to do with this chair. You can use a chair, a bench, something that's stable for you to sit on. And I want you to just really enjoy the use of this because it can help you feel more connected. It can keep you from having to reach towards something, just like when we use a block or a strap. This is one of my favorite tools that I've ever used for doing a yoga session, partly because it just keeps us off the floor to a certain degree, but it really helps us to kind of feel the simplicity of some of the movements and then maybe go deeper into some other movements. So I hope you enjoy this next yoga session. So sit up tall on your chair, body's nice and long, extend and lengthen. Find an easy sitting position. You can place your hands on your legs or your belly, or if it's more comfortable for you, change your hand position. One hand on your belly, the other hand on your chest. And just begin to breathe deeply into your belly, through your rib cage, into your back, exhaling calmly. No reason to force the exhale. The body will just exhale itself more naturally that way. This will avoid over-breathing. Begin to settle and quiet your mind and connecting to yourself and the space around you. Let's begin to nod your head, exhaling as you lower, inhaling as you extend your head, finding length between your chin and your chest, the space from the base of your skull to the top of your shoulders, exhaling along the way as you lower, inhaling as you lift. Watch your pacing on this so you're not going too quickly, and give yourself time. Now turn your head to the right side and just look over your right shoulder. Feel that length coming out of your left ear. Bring your right hand to your left shoulder and just add a little gentle pressure, paying a close attention to that little deeper opening between your ear and your shoulder. Take a deep breath, bring your head center, and then turn now to the left. Repeat the same thing on this side. Again, gently adding pressure to the right shoulder, opening up those scalings, those muscles of the neck. We spend so much time seated with our head down or head fixed. Opening up the spaces around the neck are so important. Bring your chin to your chest on your next breath, and then begin to roll your shoulders to bring your head center, and then continue to roll your shoulders up, back, and around. Big breaths. Placing your hands on your knees, hinge yourself forward as you exhale. Inhale to bring yourself up. You're elongating your spine and adding a little bit of movement into your hips. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you lift, maintaining an even weight on your feet, hands, and hips. Exhale again and fold. Reach with your right hand. Look up over your left shoulder. You can keep weight on the hand that's on your thigh. Rotate, and now let's do the left side. Look up, look down, return to center. Reach down with your right side. Reach up through your left shoulder. Look back down and return. And again, let's go left side. Look up and back down. And now let's go right side and then reach to the sky, opening that chest. Reach the floor and reach to the sky simultaneously. Nice long deep breaths. Exhaling, reaching and finding space and length. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. Left hand down, right hand up. Breathing. Open that chest, open your back. Find space. Bring yourself right back up again. Sit nice and tall. Let's do a figure 4 stretch. Find some length in the spine. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left knee and gently fold forward as you press down and away with your left hand. Exhale. Inhale, sit up. Reach under or in front of your left leg to draw that left leg toward your chest for a cradle hold, deepening that stretch. 1 or 2 breaths, and then return to the forward fold or the pigeon stretch seated. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Take the right ankle over the left knee, lift the chest up nice and tall, and exhale, fold forward over that right leg. Remember, you're not just pressing down with the right hand, you're kind of pressing down and away. Pick the right leg up, hold either under or over that right leg as you bring the right ankle towards the chest as best you can. And then once again, return back to the figure 4 stretch. Fold forward now, hinging and reaching out your right leg. And then do the same thing on your left. Each one of these stretches can be done for about 3 breaths. You can hold it longer if you like. But again, you're looking for that length from your heel to your hip. Now taking your left leg back, just slightly move to the edge of your chair or whatever you're sitting on. Reach your left leg back and get into a lunge, almost like in a warrior position. The stretch is coming from the back leg through the extending left arm overhead. Take a nice long deep breath. Reach your body long. Exhale, rotate to your right side. Remember, as you rotate, it's not compressing, it's lengthening. Think of rotating up away from the ground. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your left knee in and reposition yourself for the right side. I'm on a square block, so it's a little bit easier to find that position. You may need to adjust your chair a little bit. Left knee is forward, right leg is back. Reach that chest up. I even tip my head slightly to find some more space. Then extend the right arm. Big deep breath, inhale. And exhale, rotate to the left leg. Again, making sure you find space. Take several deep breaths and then turn back towards center. Reposition yourself with both legs out in front. Extend the spine and then fold forward. Notice how this position feels and possibly looks like a downward facing dog. Don't press down on the knees. Just find length from the heels to your hips, hips to your head. Inhale to come up. Exhale and then rotate to your right side. Feet are flat, knees are even, torso is tall. Inhale, come center. Look with your eyes, then turn with your body, rotate to your left. Notice I'm not pulling my knees in towards the center. I'm actually pressing my knees out into my hands to keep my hips from caving or putting undue pressure onto my hip joints. Turn back to center with an exhalation. And then maybe reposition yourself so a little bit further forward. Take your hands behind you and give yourself an upper back extension, including a head and neck lift. Inhale to look up. Breathe nice and long. Exhale. Let's do this for the 3rd time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lower yourself down. Bring your hands back to your knees. We're doing a crossed chest stretch, stretching the back side of the shoulder, but notice how I'm looking into my right arm. We're just changing and challenging those neck spaces, giving more length. Also, you can add pressure into the arm that crosses the body. So not just you're pulling the arm across the body, but you're also pressing the arm into the opposite hand, the opposing hand. So that way you're not just shoving your arm across your body. Pause for a second. Open up that chest. And let's begin to stand. Turn in a position that is easy for you to stand next to your chair, not too far away. Hinge at the hips. Place your hands on your chair. Let's just come into a downward facing dog. Remember, the beautiful thing about the downward facing dog is it doesn't have to have any weight in your hands. Your weight is equally balanced in your heels and your toes, and your hips are slightly pressing back. Notice even the slight bend in my knee, but also my head's not just drooping between my arms. Inhale, look forward and up, coming into an up stretch. Keep your hands pressing straight down, no forward pressure into your hands. Big breaths here. Exhale, press back into your heels, step your right foot forward. Left foot is back, nice long lunge. Keep that chest up. I love this forward pressure in your hands. It just kind of rebalances the weight, puts the focus less necessarily into just the feet, but balances into the hands and upper back for more extension. Let's switch and do the work on the right side. Extend the right leg back. Again, work to keep a tall body, a tall torso. Breathing. Exhale and fold. Inhale, raise yourself up. Exhale, dive forward. Step your right leg back. Nice long lunge. Step your leg forward. Step your left leg back. Nice long lunge. Step your leg forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Step back. Again, left leg back. Now hinge forward and coming into almost a triangle pose on that right leg. Beautiful length through the right leg. Find some space. Breathe. Inhale, shift to the lunge. Step forward left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Lower your arms and sweep those arms back up. Dive forward. Now the right leg goes back. First into the lunge and then hinge. Notice the triangle. Lift your left toes up. Weight is not just in your left heel, but balance between the left and the right legs and your hands. Inhale, step forward. Take your arms high. Exhale through the center. Circle the arms back up and overhead. Dive forward. Step your left and your right leg back. Return to the downward facing dog. Left foot forward, high chest, triangle with a hinge back. Step back, left leg, downward facing dog, step forward right, hinge back into that triangle again. I love this position for hips. Bring your left foot forward. Fold forward, almost like you're going to put your head into your hands, and then sweep yourself up. Exhale, hands through the center. Circle your arms up and over your head. Exhale, hands back to your side. And now bring your right knee up. Take both arms up and over your head. Bring both hands to the chair and step your left leg back. Both arms nice and high. This is a challenging posture for your balance. Extend the right leg. So similar to how we did it on the ground, now we have the front leg elevated. Return to the lunge. Reach your arms high overhead. Exhale, circle the arms around. And step your back foot in as you need to. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, back up again. Circle those arms all the way around. Bring your left foot forward. Hop your right foot back. Inhale, reach high. Open that chest. Circle the arms around and let's come into that elevated triangle position. Lengthening. Bring your weight forward over your left leg. Reach your arms back up. Exhale, circle those arms around. And step your right foot in and place your left foot underneath you. Reach those arms up. Exhale, dive. Step back, left and right leg back into that downward facing dog. You may notice you have a little bit more length, and then return to the up stretch. I love this posture. Exhale to the downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Now right arm back. So it's a rotation. Right arm back to the step. Left leg back. Left arm back. Sorry. Bring your left hand forward. Step forward. Sweep up. Exhale through. Circle all the way back up again. And dive. Step back with both legs. Downward facing dog. Hinge and reach up. Beautiful up stretch. Press your left foot forward. Right foot underneath you. Sweep both arms up. Exhale, hands down. Bring your right foot up to the step again. Rotate towards that right leg. Big deep breaths. Put your left hand on the step. Look over your right shoulder. Just getting a little bit lower into this lunge. Bring your right foot back with your left. Switch legs. Bring your left knee up. Rotate toward your left leg. And remember, rotations aren't to try to find your biggest range. It's about lining up the body in movement. Right hand to the seat of the chair. Look over your left shoulder. Big, long breath. Coming back to center, bringing your left leg underneath you. All right, let's come to the floor now. And if you have a mat, that's fine. You can have it underneath you. That way your chair won't move as much. And just allow your entire calves as best you can to rest on the seat of your chair or whatever you're using. And your arms rest back. This really is a great posture to be in at the end of a heavy day. Now, go ahead and slide your heels to the very far edge of your chair. Grab the legs of the chair that are closest to you and see if you can come up into a glute bridge. If this isn't available for you, that's okay. You can just do a simple glute bridge on the ground. Roll yourself back down, return to your rest position. Calves over the seat, arms resting on the ground. And let's do this again. After we give a nice back rotation, just allow your knees to drop to the left. If you want, you can look over your right shoulder. Bring both knees up. And over to your right. Full back rotation. Nice long deep breaths. Bring those feet back to the edge, just like we did before. Lift those hips up. So you're using your arms to help brace you. Keep the weight of your body coming over your shoulders. This helps put a little bit of compression against your thyroid, your thymus. Breathing. Trains your breathing deeper. Lower your hips back to the ground. Return your calves over the chair and let your arms drop. If you want, you can come into a reclined cobbler's pose, resting the lower back further. Just like in Wednesday night when we did the movements to do the happy babies pose, one of the greatest hip openers, lower back release movements that you can do. Because it releases those inner thighs, and rest the body. Go ahead and reach one arm up. Take a nice long deep breath and let's roll into fetal posture. You guys have done a great job. Using your top hand, press yourself upright. And then just bring yourself to a seated position again. Just like where we started. You might even feel more comfortable, more rested, more connected. Couple of long deep breaths. Back to that head nod. Notice if there's more range of motion. Let's do 3 big reach circles up over your head. Nice inhale up. Exhale down. And again. Inhale up and exhale through. Be well. I hope you had fun with this simple flow. Seated in a chair, maybe you have something that's more of a block or a bench, but give yourself that opportunity to find new ways to move. Maybe move in a different room or under different types of light. And just allow yourself to breathe deep, rest, and feel what your body feels so you can see what your body sees and you can live better.